The Knicks season up to this point has been a huge disappointment. The front office signed Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier in the offseason with the hope that they could build off of last season's surprise success where they managed to finish as the 4 seed. They also gave Julius Randle a 4-year, $117 million extension in that same offseason. Last year, Julius Randle had a monster year. He made his first All-Star team, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, and was second team All-NBA. After getting that big contract, Julius Randle has regressed this season. His numbers are down across the board, averaging 19 points and 10 boards a game, but shooting just 41% from the field, 31% from 3, and just 75% from the free throw line. Last season, Randle was a dominant scorer, largely thanks to being a mid-range assassin, but this season, those same mid-range pull-ups just simply aren't falling at a high percentage, and his three-point shot has fallen off as well. Sometimes Randle has great games, but he's been wildly inconsistent this year. And to add insult to injury, along with underperforming, Randle has also gone to war with the fans, giving them the thumbs down in a game, and later saying that by that he wanted them to shut up. He did later apologize to Knicks fans on Instagram, and recently, Randle has decided that he's not even going to talk to the media anymore after games. The Knicks were recently fined $25,000 after they chose to not make Randle available to the media after a loss to the Pelicans where Randle dropped 4 points on just 1 of 9 shooting. It's been a really rough season for both Julius Randle and the Knicks, and with the way he's playing this year, many fans want him traded. According to NBA insider Ian Begley, the Sacramento Kings could have interest in Julius Randle. The Kings are a team that's been linked to several trade rumors as we inch closer to the deadline. It's been speculated that they could be interested in moving De'Aaron Fox with the emergence of Tyrese Halliburton. Now, it was reported recently that the Kings plan to keep De'Aaron Fox, but it's also important to remember that things in the NBA are always fluid, and almost everyone in the NBA can be traded at the right price. A swap of Julius Randle for De'Aaron Fox could make sense for both sides. Fox is similar to Randle in that his numbers are down after playing really well last year, but he's still averaging a good 21 points and 5 assists per game. For the Knicks, Fox would address a positional need as the Knicks are in dire need of a quality point guard. He's a super explosive point guard that could get into the paint at will and finish at the rim. He could also provide the Knicks with some good playmaking, and his speed will allow the Knicks to play much faster on offense. For the Kings, Tyrese Halliburton looks more like their point guard of the future, and a good power forward in Julius Randle could be a better fit next to him than Fox. And Randle is locked up for the next 4 years, so they don't have to worry about him leaving. Fox makes slightly more than Randle at $28 million a year, so the Knicks will probably have to add another player like Kemba Walker to match salaries. This is a potential option, but if the Kings want to keep De'Aaron Fox, the Knicks can try trading for another one of their players, as the Kings have reportedly made other core players on their team available like Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes. Barnes is an intriguing option. He's been a solid starter for most of his career. On the season, he's averaging 16 points and 6 rebounds a game on 45% shooting from the field and 41% from 3. He's a good scorer, a good 3-point shooter, and a good defender that can guard multiple positions. Barnes has gone under the radar since he's been on the Kings, but he's been a pretty good starter on the wing for most of his career. The Knicks could definitely use a player of Barnes' skill set, so he's another potential trade option. Another option on the Kings is sharpshooter Buddy Hield. Hield has consistently been one of the best 3-point shooters in the league as he hits 40% from 3 for his career. He could get hot and light it up from downtown at any given moment, but it is also worth mentioning that he's a bad defender, which is why the Kings use him as a second unit player. Because he makes about the same as Randle at about $23 million a year, the Knicks could potentially swap him straight up for Randle. So the Knicks have multiple potential options if they want to offload Randle to the Sacramento Kings. Anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video. With the trade deadline fast approaching, it's possible Cam Reddish isn't the only move the Knicks are going to make. Do you want the Knicks to trade Randle to the Kings? If so, who would you target? Tell me in the comments. Drop a like on the video and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and check out some of my other content. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.